cloud. So this is the group energy clearing on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And we were just having a little discussion. I had the honor of being in Zach Bush's presence last night at a speech, or what do we call it, presentation he gave. And he brought up so many, many, many powerful pieces. And there's one piece I want to bring up that it's going to take us to where we were planning on going today. And he says that nature wanted to see her own beauty, so she created us. So let that sit. I'm going to say that again. Nature wanted to see her own beauty, so she created us. And that reminder of how spectacular and beautiful we are was just like emanated last night. And the fact that he reminded me of that really is taking me into this place of wow. And then he said it also another way too. He used the word God, and he said God wanted to see beauty, so God created us. I resonate with the nature piece, really, really strongly. The other piece that he brought forward was we needed separation to fully know unconditional love, to fully be in the like full expression of creation, or let's say God. So that concept of we would never have known what unconditional love feels like unless we witnessed and experienced separation. And his whole theme of the night for him was around the original wound of humanity is our separation from nature. So if we have been separate, which we've all made the choice to come into many lifetimes on this planet, which have included many lifetimes of separation. And if that's one of the, I'm going to say one of the original wounds, but he's saying the original wound for humanity is to be disconnected from nature, from Pachamama. That we made that choice so we could fully understand unconditional love and to fully see and know our beauty. Then why are we beating ourselves up? Why are we holding on to the trauma? Why are we recreating separation in our lives when now we can tap into the beauty that nature created, which was us? Ooh. So that's where we're headed today. And one of the pieces that came forward in one of the labs or something this week was around not trusting ourselves. And that's really connected, I feel, to this wound, right? That we came in, we became separate from nature, from our divine knowing, our divine way of living. So of course we couldn't trust ourselves. So this piece around seeing our beauty is what we're diving into. So we're going to go into the meditation now, and then after we'll go into shares and everything. So this is a good time to get yourself comfortable if you want to be off screen while we're doing this. This is a great time to do that. Ooh. And getting yourself into a comfortable place. Whatever that looks like for you, however that is. You can be laying down, sitting up, whatever feels right and comfortable for you. And starting to bring your awareness behind your eyes. Bringing your awareness behind your eyes. And as you bring your awareness behind your eyes, just notice what it feels like. And see if you can bring that beautiful inner smile, smile into the space behind your eyes, that place where you are resting your awareness. Smiling, smiling, smiling into that space. And if to anchor this experience in, you can always imagine yourself sitting in a chair behind your eyes, smiling as you are connecting within. If you want to take a few breaths here to get yourself more anchored within. Yeah. And from here, when you're ready, bring your awareness down, down, down to the heart. If you want to sit in a little chair in your heart, you can always do that visual, that sensation to bring yourself deeper within your heart. And as you are in your heart, start to feel the rhythms, the beating of your heart. And if that means you want to feel your pulses, to feel your heartbeat, go ahead and feel your pulses or place your hand on your heart. Feeling the rhythms of your heart. A beautiful, beautiful, magnificent organ, an energetic center that brings us life and vitality. And smile, smile, smile into your beautiful, spectacular heart. And this smile is kind of like an amplification of gratitude. As you smile, it's that feeling of gratitude and love and adornment and everything you can imagine comes in those feelings. As you smile, smile, smile into the heart. And as we know, nature wanted to see her own beauty. So she created us. She created this spectacular organ that amplifies our rhythms, that brings that life force energy throughout our whole body. And bringing your awareness down from the heart to your solar plexus and feeling, knowing, sensing the rhythms of your solar plexus. That vibration, that frequency feels different than the heartbeat. It's another type of rhythm coming from this power center. Feeling those rhythms. And the rhythms of your solar plexus will start to match the rhythms of your heart. And they start to form their own unique song, their own unique rhythm. And then we travel down, down, down to the perineum, down to the root. And you can pulse your perineum if you'd like, doing more like Kegel type pulsing to start to sense and know the rhythms of the perineum. And starting to sense, know, feel the rhythms of the perineum. Another vibration, another form of rhythms down here. And the rhythms of the heart and the solar plexus that combined are matching and connecting with the rhythms of the perineum. This beautiful, spectacular unification is happening. And at the root, at the space in the perineum, there's a door. That door takes us to Pachamama. And at any time you can open that door. If you have the yes, the desire to open the door, you can open the door and start to sense, know, feel the rhythms, Pachamama. And as you want to approach going into Pachamama, I ask you to call forward your spirit team, your entourage, call in your ancestors, anyone that wants to join you now. You can even, while we're in this frequency, this unifying frequency together, can even call in family members, call in their higher levels to be here to get the benefit of this clearing. Call upon my mother and my mother's people, all the way back before time was time. I call upon my father and my father's people, all the way back before time was time. Welcome, welcome. And you can call upon the being currently known as your partner, your friend, your children, your family to come forward and be in this frequency, in this space with us. And I call upon all of the current beings known as our spectacular light body community to be here today. And when you are ready, if the door is not open, open the door and start your approach into Pachamama. The root, the creator, the originator, the divine mother of nature as we know it, the nature of this planet. We can also connect with the cosmic nature if we'd like as well. But there's something about connecting with Pachamama and our connection as humans on this planet that's coming forward very strongly. Us as star seeds, us as these divine spirits in human bodies on this planet. How we have chosen to come in here, to be here at this time, to awaken to the beauty she sees in us. And as we ascend into her, I'm not saying descend, I'm saying ascend into her, we are being taken into these beautiful crevices of her. She's taking us into spaces that we may not have ever seen before. Her heartbeat is calling us forward. And as we journey through her, there is a beautiful light approaching. And see if you can connect with the light. See where the light wants to take you. This light is tapping into us. This light is starting to ping into particular areas of our body. Notice if you're getting any physical sensations, any thoughts or visuals that are approaching as this light is connecting with us. The light is saying you're welcome to touch it. You're welcome to step into it. Ooh. You're welcome to connect with it in any way you are called to do. Pachamama is bringing forward the intention of this clearing around seeing our own beauty, seeing us how she sees us, with nothing but unconditional love and compassion. Actually, the light, we're being asked to step into it because it's bringing us somewhere and bringing us into a space within Pachamama. This is a magical place. This is a place that you have to be invited into. And notice what presents for you as we go into this magical place through this light. It could be a feeling, it could be a visual, it could be a knowing. I'm seeing these crystalline waterfalls around us. I'm seeing nothing but spectacular bright light with waterfalls, with these sacred flowers, with these sacred minerals, with these cozy places to lie down and to sit. And in here, as we are in this space, Pachamama is bringing forward rememberings for us. We are in a space of remembering. And she is saying, in order for us to remember there are pieces we need to heal. So she's bringing forward some of those wounds, some of those experiences, those stories that we have carried for lifetime after lifetime on this planet, that we have, our ancestors have carried and passed down. The stories are starting to unravel here. The experiences. And notice in your heart if there's a yes to let go. You don't necessarily have to know what the stories are or what they represent. It's just a symbol of faith and trust that letting go of whatever is unraveling here is ready to be let go of, and that you no longer need it. It no longer is in your truth to have it stay with you. For some of you, you're standing in the crystalline waterfall as these truths start to be revealed, as these stories start to dismantle and dissolve. For others, you're lying in the cozy spaces. For others, you're tapping into particular areas of light tunnels or beams of light within this space. So one of the stories that's coming forward, for a collective story that's coming forward for all of us, is around we can only have one or the other. We can't have the both and. That the access to possibility is not an option on this planet. So that belief is weighing. There's a weight that's holding us down. There's a firm weight on the shoulders, kind of like Atlas holding the earth. There's a heaviness to that. Oh, it's around like how we've lost our magic, how we've lost the seeing of magic everywhere. Whether we're outside and we watch nature in action and we can't see it as magic anymore, or if it's in these beautiful connections with others and the magic we create just by being in each other's presence. This is that tapping back into possibility and magic and releasing. This has to be one way or the other. That's ready to come out. And notice if there's any physical sensations or thoughts or feelings or visuals that are coming up, maybe a resistance to let this go. And I'm going to remind you that we are waking up, and we may be in one of the more first batches of humans that wake up to these awarenesses, that there's no turning back, and that we won't resort back to these old thoughts, feelings, stories. That as we move forward, then the rest of humanity can come along with us. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Oh, okay. The next wave is coming. The next collective wound, we'll call it, or let's say this collective limiting belief or distorted story. And this is around humans are bad. That narrative around us destroying the planet, around us not being that good bad piece is what's really coming forward. That we are unworthy of her love. We are unworthy, so we can't see the beauty. And notice where this presents if you have physical sensations, thoughts, feelings, visuals. I'm having to remove a lot of implants from this story in our bodies. I'm seeing even daggers and other devices like stabbed into us, especially in the hips and lower back and the throat, the chest. We are choosing to no longer live in that narrative. If other humans decide to live there and choose that, they can. But that is no longer in our truth. We are worthy of beauty. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of her love. We are worthy of our own love. Yes. So there's an activation happening in the heart. And one thing that the Egyptians never did when they mummified is they never took the heart out. That they believed that the heart needed to stay connected and it would always be connected. And this activation that's happening, there's this realignment in the heart. It's like I'm watching energetically this love of Pachamama. She's going into our hearts. going through all the ventricles, going through all the spaces in the heart, connecting with all the cells, connecting with the blood. And this that's being activated right now, that's being cleared and activated and reconnected and realigned is the mechanism for us to connect to our beauty. It's that feeling of the compassion and love so we can see our truth. And now this energy that she brought within the heart, we're now starting to see how it flows out through the blood, throughout the whole system, through all the pathways of the body, through the blood, and through the other energetic pathways in the body. Okay, and in the stomach, there's some resistance, like the digestive tract. There's some resistance. Okay, there's another level of the worthiness piece coming forward. Okay, there's like a belief around us not feeling it's possible to digest all these frequencies, that it's possible for us and to understand, to anchor in, to integrate all of these energies. So this is that gut brain connection of having to make sense of things, that not thinking it's possible for us to integrate and digest, that we have to understand first. And Pachamama's reminding us that this is all in the magic. This is all in faith and trust and belief. This is not in logic, practicality, analyzation. This is in the yes we have in our heart because we fully know what is true for us. So, where are you thinking instead of trusting and believing? So, she's bringing in this frequency of magic to offset where our digestive systems get locked up or get worked up because we're not in the magic, we're in the analyzation. Yeah, there we go. There's a shift that's happening. It's like a switch turned on. I now trust that my digestive system can do its job, that she knows what she's doing. And I let her, I surrender to her to create the magic that she's here to create. And I smile, smile, smile into my digestive system. And I thank her for all she does to support me. Yes, yes, yes. The reminder of in the darkness, in the discomfort, in the resistance, in the what we may call illness within the body, the dis-ease in the body, in all of that darkness is light. There's so much light potential in the darkness that if we tapped into it, it would be brighter than the sun. Celebrating, celebrating, celebrating what our body is telling us rather than thinking of it as a problem. Instead, it's light working its way through. It's light ready to be burst out. There we go. Big shifts are happening right there in the digestive system and around this belief around that we are not capable or not capable of digesting these energies, knowing these energies, integrating these energies. There we go. Now it's shifting, shifting, shifting. Okay, Pachamama, is there anything else you want to share with us while we're here? Anything else that's ready to come forward or be healed as we're in this space? Okay, she's shining the light on the places that we are still out of alignment in our darkness, where we don't embrace that side of us. Okay, there's something ancestral here that's getting cleaned out. This is a masculine ancestral piece. Feels like it goes through the father. Okay. Okay, it's that taming energy. It's like everyone having to stay tamed. Like they've locked down our ability to be wild, our ability to be in full expression. And at times, the darkness has to be expressed, just like the light has to be expressed. There we go. Yes. That is stripping away a lot from our fields right now. It's tapping into the wild spirit that's within each of us. And it's pouring through our lineages right now. Having that big yes to clear out the tameness, the being reserved, tamed, controlled. That energy is emanating out through the lineages to clear out. And what's coming forward is the yes of our wild spirit, the yes of our full expression. Okay, there's stuff getting cleared out the shoulders and the back of the neck, lower back, upper backs, yeah, middle back. All those devices are gone, those implants. Okay, so Pachamama is ready for us to go back up to the crust of her. So back into onto the land. So giving our goodbyes from this magical space, giving our goodbyes to Pachamama. Love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And through a beam of light, we're being taken up, 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 up. Right, so our feet can land right on the earth. And we're recalibrating, reorientating to us standing, connecting. On top of Pachamama. And notice if you can hear the birds in your mind's eye, if you can sense the blue sky, if you can sense the trees and the grass and the bushes and the flowers and the insects all around you, the animals going about their business, doing their thing. Noticing the beauty everywhere. Feeling, sensing, knowing the beauty everywhere around you. Yes, yes, yes. And then with your hands, start to feel your own body. Whether it's you're feeling your face, your head, your hair, wherever, your arms, your chest, anywhere on your body, start to feel your body. Place your hands on your body. And that same beauty you just connected with all over and around you in nature, that's the same beauty of you. Feeling the beauty of your skin, of your hair, the shape of your body. feeling, feeling, feeling the beauty, feeling the beauty. Feel that beautiful belly you have. Feeling, feeling, and getting up to your head and feeling that beautiful brain, that beautiful ego driver that always does her best to keep us safe, always does her best to make sure we're okay. Thanking the beauty of our minds, the beauty of our bodies, the beauty of our hearts, the beauty of our souls. You thank you, thank you. And I'm going to say the beauty of all of our actions, whether those actions were in alignment or not, the beauty of all of our actions that got us to this place today. And when you are ready from this beautiful altered state, we are going to work our way back into this space right here, connecting with each of us. Connecting with our headphones or our computers or our phones to come back into this beautiful connected community of ours. And coming back into this room. And when you are ready to come forward, you can come back on screen. If you need to leave, you're welcome to leave. If you want to stay for the shares, we'll see what presents for folks to bring forward in their shares. If you do need to leave, I just want to encourage you to call your energy back into you. Echo your name, call your energy back, and claim your space before you go on with your day. So if you stay, we can do that at the end. Oh, wow. I don't know about you, but wow. Is there anything anyone wants to share, bring up about their experience, or there was a lot to happen? Yeah, Joe.
Yes, wow, that was amazing. Thank you. When you were talking about the weight, I got weight, as in weight, hold back.
Oh.
Yes, I thought, okay, that's very interesting. And like there's some inactivity there with the weight. And then yesterday I saw an Instagram post with Zach Bush, and he talked about the gap cells and how, oh, it's amazing. You got to find it. In every cell there's something called gap cells, and there's all these cords going through, and it makes this beautiful little flower, and it's like an aperture that shines the light, and basically we are just light.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. So you have to find it. It's really cool.
Okay, so the Zach Bush Instagram post from yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was really cool. And so what I also got was that we are Pachamama. We are one with her. And so sometimes when we open the door, I'm feeling like the door is always open, right? It's not separate. We're just, and we just have to use our little aperture and shine the light on all the dark spots, because it's all one. We're all one. It's all part of us. And there's some sense of relief in that. It's like some sense of comfort, if that makes sense.
He was even bringing it to science levels yesterday.
Mhm.
And if I can find exactly how he said it, he was saying that the, oh, we are one genome.
Mm,
Earth is one single organism. That's how he said it.
yeah.
That was just profound.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then when you were talking about the mind and stuff and the brain and all that stuff, it's like, what would Pachamama say? That's what came to me. What
oh, I
would
love that.
Okay, over and out for that.
I love that show. Wow. That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, Callie.
Yeah. Fair. So this is you picked up on some really interesting things that have been going on with me, particularly around the digestive system and waking up to that it's such a highly sophisticated awareness center. It's there's even trains of thought and truth behind the digestive system being a larger part of our mind and also directly connected to our hearts. And so this makes a lot of sense, bringing it fully into my awareness, things that I'm kind of peripherally aware of about some belief structures that I've had going on with the digestive system. And my digestive system is in so much distress. It
Mhm.
has been for a long time. And I try all these things and I
Mhm.
change my diet and I fast and I cleanse and it's like nothing really helps.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, I'm just kind of at my wit's end, like, what am I just going to be kind of sick now forever?
Mhm.
And this had a lot, it really brought to light some real seriously anchored in beliefs and also helps me to see how that plays into like why I'm getting fat, but pretty much only around my belly.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
just and I'm so healthy and I'm so active and I eat really clean and it just doesn't make sense. I'm like, why do I just keep getting fatter? Like none of this makes sense,
Yeah.
like physiologically. And I'm like, it's because this is happening around a belief system that I'm holding that because, and it's a compounding problem. It's like, because I have belly fat,
Mm.
I am absolutely not worthy of love or tapping into magic
Ooh.
anymore. And because of this belief, creating, it's manifesting physically and it's been getting worse. And I'm starting to realize, like I said, this has all been in my peripheral awareness.
Mhm.
And I kind of tend to push it aside because it's like, well, then what's the fix? I just have to, do I have to meditate more? Do I have to reconvince myself of something else? And it's like, no, something we say over and over in Light Body, like when it's time, it's time. And so so this clearing really kind of helped to dissolve off and shovel out a lot of, and when you started seeing devices and structures, I'm like, yeah, this has been anchored in, and I just haven't been able in these normal, we'll say normal for us, avenues
Yeah.
to clean this up. But I'm not, it's not like I'm saying this was a miraculous, immediate, suddenly I'm running around and I'm thin and all my old pants fit. But I can
Mhm.
tell that this was the catalyst for breaking down those structures and things that were held in. I'm also starting to realize that it wasn't just me. Just like when we do ancestral clearing work, we are in essence solving problems that weren't created by ourselves. It was, the stuff that we bring forward to clean up for our whole ancestral line. And I'm seeing now this is a big part of that also. Um, did I jotted down some notes because I'm like, I'm not going to remember that the hard the hard part about it was, and probably I'm not the only one that has experienced this or is experiencing this, because I am not as fit and energetic and vibrant as I was, 10 years ago. I'm really struggling with, because I am not this certain way, I am totally unlovable. And mentally, the absurdity of that, I'm aware of, but that doesn't matter. Because if I don't really, you can think yourself into a certain state to a certain point, but if it's not true on an energetic level for you, it's not true. And anyway, I'm just kind of regurgitating some of this so that my own mind can have it. But
Yeah.
this was significant to really kind of, even mentally be aware of that this is an expression of creation. This, my body, this. And when one is tricked, namely me, into hating this expression, my mind turns it into something ugly and I stop being vibrant. And now it's just, I'm watching like this, it's just a reversal effect now because we have this in our awareness. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy.
Well, thank Zach Bush for the inspiration to go on in this way, down this pathway the way we did today. And Shanti and I were having a big discussion about both of our digestive systems. Sorry, I'm putting you in there, Shanti, if you didn't want that to be known, but like we just were having that conversation, and it's been on my mind so much, and then how it came through when we were in Pachamama. So there's something about this piece. There's something really big about this piece that a lot of clarity came forward around that, because I'm like, again, me, I'm like, I'll cleanse this, I'll do this vitamin, I'll do this modality, I'll do this and this and this, and then it never freaking changes. Right. And so or there's some relief and then it doesn't, so there's that's the awareness that came forward. It's like two things that came forward around the digestive tract, and then I know Joanne will let you go. The piece is around acceptance of where we are right now, acceptance of where we are right now, and shedding the old identity. I was this vibrant person and I looked in this certain way versus I'm going to look a new way and I'm going to be vibrant in that, and vital in that new way. So there's that acceptance piece. And there's also an ancestral piece that's still holding on for each of us too. Okay. So there's some ancestral stuff that is not clear yet. Yeah, Joanne.
This is so simple and obvious maybe, but allow your stomach or that area of your body to talk to you. I mean, it has it can talk to you, not your brain about what it should do, but go to this area itself and ask it to speak to you directly. And as you do that, do journal. And no matter how crazy it sounds, and you know that already, but you just keep writing. And then just have a continual conversation with it. You don't have to answer, but just ask it if it will share with you what its message is, because it's a physical message. And I don't know if that helps any, but I know that I've touched into certain parts of, or in dreams, there's a rose, I'll have the rose talk to me and give me the message. So, yeah, or my tongue. I just got that right now. I have to go to, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what Zach Bush said yesterday? He said, and he was referring to science. Okay. So, but this is the same idea. He said, when the science expresses something and they say, oh, this is super simple, then believe it. If the science says this is super complicated, run the other way and distrust it. Was that fascinating? So this idea of this, it's that simple to communicate, to connect. And this is a beautiful reminder because I do that sometimes and then often I don't do that. So that is just a beautiful reminder that our bodies are actually telling us something. They're actually talking to us already, you know? So thank you, Joanne. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna add when you said that, what came to me was that they're already talking to us. We just forgot what channel it was on. So we're being redirected to that channel.
Get your remote out. Wow. But there's something about this identity piece of it used to look a certain way, right? And now it doesn't. It was like it used to work in that way and now it doesn't. And it's that constant reminder of the shedding that's happening and the shifting and the transformation that we're in and how it's gonna look different often.
It feels like it's a reminder to go back into the being and not the doing, because we get locked up in the doing. And I
That's
think
what,
that's the simple
yes.
part.
That's the
Yeah.
simple part. That's exactly what, when we were in Pachamama and she was telling us about the digestive system, she was saying it's all connected to our thoughts. She was saying like it's with the doing is our thoughts, right? And it's like if we be in the magic, that's where it is. So the magic is presence, right? And in belief and possibility and not get bogged down in, okay, if I ate this today, this is going to happen to me. Yeah, it may or may not. But the magic and the belief is that exactly what Sherry's saying is in the ways of being. I'm going to be loving to my digestive system right now. I'm going to be generous, whatever it is. Yeah, Joanne.
Again, I can't keep my mouth shut. Um,
No reason to be you're unapologetic. That's the way
okay.
we're living now.
Okay, thank you. There was I have been a member of Unity Church only because you can be anything and belong, and it's uplifting. So, the woman with the man, now I can't even think of their names. My brain just went out to lunch. Anyway, she had tuberculosis and was only going to live for 6 months or something. That had already been predicted. Well, she knew she was going to die of that because her whole family had tuberculosis. So there was no question in her mind. She went to hear this Mr. Weeks at some kind of a speaking engagement, and he said, "As a child of God, I don't have to be ill or sick," or something to that effect. She got the idea to, when she meditated, just to love each part of her body, each organ, and send it light and hold, just be with it and love it and appreciate it and thank it. And instead of why isn't this working or why don't you this, it was just loving it for what it did in the moment. And as she healed herself into it completely that way. And there are other gazillion stories about people who do heal, but that just came to mind, and it's like sometimes I remember. Need to remember more often to do that as well. Not that there's anything right now that's troubling me per se, but as I do grow older, I'm more aware of wanting to hang around a while longer to keep doing my thing, and so yeah. It's just going through in a minute, just go through and appreciate your eyes and your ears and the cells and every aspect as you go down through your body. And maybe the parts of us that we feel are in trouble, if you will, or are needing to be listened to in the moment. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful reminder. That's that inner smile piece. That same kind of idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that, I am going to take that on as a part of my morning meditation where I do the 5 sacred breaths. I do the lymphatic exercises to make sure my limbs are not congested. And I'm going to add that in my meditation to go into loving my body, like all those aspects, the organs, the systems, the cells, everything. I'm going to start adding that. That's beautiful. Thank you. All right. Well, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Beautiful day. I think we're kind of quiet for a couple weeks. We're quiet for a couple weeks. There's no PEA, which normally would be coming up or anything, where, everyone's traveling, right, Sherry?
Yeah, it's pushed down to more of the middle of the month for all our sessions.
Okay. And those are who's sticking around. So I think Shanti, Callie, Edna, Joe, you're around, Joanne, you're around, but those are the folks who are around, right? And we'll find out if there's anyone else around. I don't know if
I'll
there's
be
anyone else.
back in Hawaii next month
Okay.
in October. Yeah. Okay.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Oh, I should stop the recording.